This is my attempt at an intro slide. I didn't really know how to do one, so keep listening for the rest. Hello everyone, welcome to Tuesdays with Toby. My name is Toby Frierson and I am going to be your coach, your motivator, your cheerleader, that voice in your head that says you can do it. And essentially, I am going to be your pump up girl for 2021. Before we get started with today's message, I want us to go over the family rules you see behind me. We're actually going to declare these rules each episode of Tuesdays with Toby, and we're going to do it together. So here we go. Read with me. On Tuesdays with Toby, we will use kind words, do your best, always be honest, forgive and forget, be happy, count your blessings, laugh at yourself, stay positive, and love one another. If I were you, I would write those down and I would actually say them to myself as daily affirmations. Don't wait until Tuesday to establish these things in your life. Now that we have our family rules established, let me tell you what this channel is all about. I've committed and devoted myself to providing motivational content each week for the next year. While we're still sitting in this global pandemic, with many of us being unsure about what's right around the corner, I thought it would be good to establish this channel and take a look inward so we could think about who we are, why we're here, what we're good at, what makes us happy, and ultimately, how are we showing up in the spaces in which we occupy? Oh, I could put a pin right there, but that's not what this episode is about. We'll come back to it. If you all would come with me on this journey every Tuesday, I am going to commit to having a passion for you and having a passion for your life. What that means is I want you to have success. I want you to have peace, joy, happiness, and I want all of us to be whole. The reason why I'm so invested in you is because I'm on a personal quest to do these things and to have these things in my own life. And so it's only simple for me to want to invite some friends along. So come along with me. What I want to tell you today is a little bit about myself and why you feel like I might have something to say to you that could help you along in your personal journey. So maybe let's start with my passions and my purpose. I'm passionate about providing leadership, guidance, encouragement as I motivate people to achieve their educational and career goals. By vocation, I work in the higher ed sector at a phenomenal university in Georgia. However, my passion to see people achieve their goals extends far beyond what I do for the university. I'm intentional about having a high level engagement with just about everybody I meet. And if you don't believe me, just watch me out in public with strangers. But I do this because I want to establish trust. And after I establish trust, I am committed to having a clear level of communication. I believe that communication is key in order to work within organizations and to reach goals. In regards to my views on leadership, I consider being a leader a high honor and one that comes with a great deal of responsibility. I hold myself to a pretty high standard, and I firmly believe that leadership possesses strong ethics and strong morals. I'm able to create fun and supportive environments and cultures, and honestly, during my career, that's led to great productivity and high morale. I want to bring that to this space. I want to create a fun and engaging and an informative YouTube channel so we can feel good about ourselves and feel good about the product that we're putting out there. You might be like, Toby, what product? I don't have a product. I don't sell a product. My friend, guess what? The product is you. The product is me. And we really have to get our product firm and know what we're putting out there. So another part about good leadership, when I think about good leaders, I think about good leaders putting good people around them. And my definition of a good person to have around us is someone who will have an experience with me. And whether it's a positive experience or a negative experience, they're willing to say, Toby, that was amazing. Or they're willing to say, Toby, that missed the mark. That doesn't sound like you. You don't really move that way. And you owe blank an apology. If you've got someone, a good person in your life that can do both of those things, you've got great people around you and you're going to be able to be a good leader one day because you've got honest people around you. How about my core values? I would say they are commitment, approachability, service, gratitude, and communication. Those are definitely the things that I would consider my core values. And then there's a few things that motivate me. I like creating environments where people feel affirmed, where they feel accepted, and definitely where they feel valued. I also like being in positive environments where people have the opportunity to be creative and explore their own interests. Seeing others succeed because I advocated for them or I gave them space to do it their way is probably one of my most number one motivators. Another thing that motivates me is achieving fitness goals, even though I really like food. But I do like achieving fitness goals. And this channel is not going to focus on that a whole lot, but being healthy and being fit is certainly a part of what keeps me going. And if it's something that you value, it's probably keeping you going as well. And then I guess the last thing that motivates me is seeing myself overcome my fears. That is a strong motivator for me. I like to overcome fears. So Toby, what are some of your strengths and why should I join Tuesdays with Toby? And what are you going to bring to this space that could add value to my life? Well, I think you should join me here because I like to train and motivate people. I feel like I have the ability to affirm others and I seek opportunities to do so. I feel like I'm an active listener, even though people would say, Toby, you talk way too much to be a good listener. I also love to build strong relationships. Therefore, I feel like I know how to teach you to build strong relationships. I'm dependable, I'm trustworthy, I'm supportive, I work well with diverse groups of people, and I have a positive and optimistic outlook. Lastly, I am composed during times of conflicts and emergencies. And if you decide to join me on this channel, you'll hear about how I've dealt with some pretty significant conflict in my life. Oh, and I forgot to tell you, the best part about this channel is that all these videos will be in 5 to 7 minute snippets. That means if the content is really resonating with you and you think it might be helpful to share with a family member, a colleague, or a friend, all you'll have to do is ask them for 5 minutes of their time. So this is what the Tuesdays with Toby platform is all about. Why don't you take a moment to like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you back here on next Tuesday. You guys have a great one.